Hello, my fellow oddities. Welcome to another episode. Today is part 10 of our church campaigning. If this is your first time, please remember to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, go and share with all your friends. Also, while you're at it, go ahead and take a visit to my website. I've got all sorts of stuff on there to help support me. And with that out of the way, we're going to get right into today's video. So I'm going to start off this episode by saying this foreground has got me again. I have completely misjudged how long it's going to take to do this foreground. I have been packing a lot of detail in here, so I've just sped up the time again. This is about another 3.5 hours worth of footage here, and it's all just fine lines and details yet again. I do go through and add a little bit of shading in some spots just to kind of help blend everything in together, and I'm still not completely comfortable with where I'm at on this foreground. The back foreground I think I'm pretty confident with, but this main foreground where all these bigger parts of debris and leaves are, I need a little bit more detail in there, but I think I'm going to move on to the bushes and bricks and things like that in the next episode. But for this episode, it's all just fine lines, so get that one-liner brush out. I've been using a little bit of yellow ochre and titanium white in this beginning part, but when the shading comes on, I'll come back and clue you in on what I'm doing there. So now I break out the rounded angle shader and get some burnt umber and Mars black and mix it together. Mostly the burnt umber. I just want to give a little bit of a different tone and darkness to some of these areas, and I watered it down really good, so that way I just get a little bit of it in there and kind of use my thumb to kind of wipe out some of the paint and just kind of spread it around here and there, just blending in some of these highlighted tones. And then after this, I mix up a little bit of light gray and phthalo green with some cadmium yellow and get me a very light greenish color, and use that to go around to these green splotches and use that to paint on some of the grass. right, that's gonna do it for this episode. If you've been following along, then you should have something relatively close to this. I am finally mostly done with this dang foreground. I'm ready to move on to something else. Remember, if this is your first time, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, go ahead and share. Take a visit to my website and tune in next time. We'll move on to something else, and I'll see you in the next episode.